So today's song is a hit from the 80s, but it's also made a bit of a comeback in recent years. It's been in Glee and on X Factor and things, so it's one that hopefully you'll recognise. So I'm going to start off your left hand. This is the middle C here, so we're looking to go down 2 E's, down the little finger on the E. So you're going to use these 2 sharps here, F sharp and G sharp, so make sure you're hovering over those to start with. The very first bit is just going to walk up those fingers, but skipping the second finger here. So you're going to go... That's the first bit, so it's... Okay. And then you're going to take the third finger over to the C sharp, and you're going to go C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. And then you're going to go D sharp, E sharp again. Down to A in the little finger. D sharp, E sharp again. But down to E where you started. Okay, so we start one more time. So starting, running up from your little finger. Over the third, back to the C sharp, and then up to the E this time, down to A, D sharp, E sharp again, back to E where you started. Okay. The second half of it is virtually the same, so from that E where you were, it's going to do the same beginning. Again, over the third to the C sharp, except this time you're going to go down to G sharp on your little finger, and then up a full octave to G sharp on your thumb, and then little finger on A. So if I just do up there again, so it's... And then just to finish it off, you do D sharp E, and then it takes you back to where you started again. So if I do the whole thing through... again. So on the right hand, this is middle C again, so you're going to be up here, E on your second finger, and a B up here. And then if you can, you want to keep going back to this B down here, so you go... So that's the top 2, E and B, dropping down to the thumb. If you find that too awkward, you can just play just the top parts of it, okay, and just skip the note that would be on the thumb each time. So it starts off there, E, B, drop into the B. 4 times, and then you're going to go swap the E for the F sharp. 4 of those, and then go back to the E again. And then we're going, keeping the E, going to A, and bringing the thumb up to C sharp. So it is a chord, except it's not being played as a block, it's a broken chord basically, so you're splitting it up. So if we do that whole first half again, so we're starting E and B, change to F sharp, back to the E, and then we're changing the outside notes, and that's the first half. If I put that together with the left hand, you get... half of it. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a bit of interaction going on between the hands, and it takes a bit of work to get it all working in the right orders, but that's the first half of it. So the second half starts the same again, E and B. Again, it goes up to the F sharp, and then this time it drops to the D sharp. Finishes the same chord that the previous one finished with. Okay, so that second half again starts E and B, change to F sharp, change to D sharp, and then bring in the 2 outside notes so you get the A and the C sharp, and that's it. So if we put that with the left hand as well. Goes back to the beginning again. So if I put both hands together all the way through that, you can see how it all fits together. I'm going to do it twice through so you can see how it fits to repeat it on again. So on. So once the singing comes in, they do simplify it slightly, and rather than doing, it generally skips the F sharp, so it goes. And you could skip some of the other notes as well if you're finding it tricky. And like I say, with the right hand, if it's difficult keeping it going, you can just do that sort of pattern. So you just keep the main chord going and don't drop to the lower note. See how you get on. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, you can hit the like button, or you can scroll down if you'd like to leave any comments and requests for other songs to cover. There's also a link on the screen to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have fun!